Hey guys, so a total of 2 trailers for the Dragon's Blood Season 2 was released a while ago, and in this video I'm going to analyze the trailers and speculate about what we can expect from this second season of the anime. But as I analyzed these trailers, I found out that they have a lot of Easter eggs, clues and hidden reveals. So I decided to divide this trailer analysis process into multiple parts, each talking about a different aspect of the story of this second season. But although they are separate videos, I recommend you guys to watch all of these trailer analysis videos in the correct order, because all of them are kinda connected. And this is part 1 of those trailer analysis videos, where I'm going to talk about the Dark Moon Order's journey and Mirana's return to her kingdom. But before we begin, I gotta warn you that if you haven't watched the first season of the Dragon's Blood anime, do not watch this video because this video contains spoilers for the first season, and also the second season in a way if you think about it. But if you guys already watched the first season and don't mind spoiling the second season, let's begin. So the first thing that we can expect from this second season is Mirana returning back to her kingdom.
This bracelet, your tiara, I know who you are.
For those of you who don't know, Mirana is a princess of an unnamed kingdom and is the heir to the solar throne, but she left her kingdom behind to serve Selemene, hence why she is called the Princess of Nothing in the anime. And the reason why I say that she will return to the kingdom that she left behind is because the trailer gives us plenty of evidence to support this claim. First and foremost, there is this clip showing Mirana dressed up as a princess, and the background shows that this is clearly a palace of some sort, and I'm pretty sure that this is her palace, because Mirana is the heir to the solar throne, so I expect her kingdom to be related to the sun. And if you look at this palace, it's brightly lit by the sun, hence it must be the palace that houses the solar throne. I mean, we even see her with a bunch of court members and guards in multiple clips, so this is definitely Mirana's kingdom. And by the way, a hint of this happening was actually shown to us in the previous season, and that was in this clip where the Gem of True Sight showed Mirana's past, present and future. And if you look at the future Mirana, it is the same as the Mirana we see in this trailer clip. So this is a pretty neat Easter egg that shows us that the gem actually foresaw Mirana making a return to her kingdom. And the best piece of evidence that suggests that this is Mirana's kingdom actually comes from the series' producer himself, because in an interview that he had about the last season of the anime, he says this when he was asked about why he chose Davian and Mirana for the series.
Because when I think about what makes a show, it's who's the character, what's driving the character, and what's the contradiction inherent to the character, right? Because that's where I get scenes from. And suddenly I get to this guy. Okay, so he kills dragons, but he is one. That's a scene. Mirana jumped out at me for a very similar reason, but I mean, kind of telling you the specifics, kind of gives away the farm a little bit. But I will say the fact that she was a princess of one thing and had sort of given that up, right? I thought that was interesting.
So as you can see from the way he talked about Mirana, he tried really hard not to spoil what he had in store for this second season. And the moment I noticed his reaction, I knew that he was trying to hide the fact that he was intending to take Mirana's character development in a full circle from being the princess of the solar throne to the priestess of the moon servant Selemene and back to being the princess of the solar throne again. So in this season, she will not be the princess of nothing anymore.
May I introduce Mirana, once princess of the moon, once princess of the sun, and now princess of nothing at all.
And the trailer of this second season basically confirmed that I was right about the hunch that I had about Mirana making her return to her kingdom when I watched this Ashley Miller's interview. So now that we know for sure that this is Mirana's kingdom, we can now find out the reason for her return. And I think the reason for her return is the Dark Moon Order. You see, the last season ended with Luna being badly injured and Mirana taking the leadership role because the Dark Moon Order didn't have a leader and they had nowhere to go.
Rest. The Order needs its captain. Lead them. Not like this. Mirana, they need you to get them home. They need their princess.
The fact that Luna says that the Order needs their princess, and the fact that Mirana says that the Order needs its captain, suggests that maybe the majority of the Dark Moon Order members might actually be soldiers that originally belonged to Mirana's kingdom. And Luna seems to be the captain of the soldiers that followed Mirana when she left her kingdom to serve Selemene. And I think Marcy is like Mirana's personal bodyguard. And all of this would explain this clip in the last season.
Princess, if I may, it's good to see you again.
And you. It's good to see every one of you. And it will be better to see you out of this place forever.
Yes, Highness. Yes, it will.
So all of these factors seems to indicate that the Dark Moon Order consists of soldiers of Mirana's kingdom, and the trailers further support this, because it seems like Mirana leads the Dark Moon Order to seek refuge in her kingdom in this second season, because this clip seems to be showing the start of this journey.
Sounds like an
And this clip in the trailer seems to show that the Dark Moon Order will reach Mirana's kingdom successfully. Because you can see that Mirana is leading the Dark Moon Order through a gate, which I think is the gate to Mirana's kingdom or palace. I say this because if you look at the sky in this clip, it's brightly lit by the sun, which is very different from the dark night silver woods. And the lighting in this clip is very similar to the lighting that we saw in the previous clip where Mirana was inside the palace. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that both of these clips takes place around Mirana's kingdom. The trailer also have a bunch of other clips that gives us some insight about their journey from the night silver woods to Mirana's kingdom, because these clips shows them fighting a bunch of elves, and I think this might be the same elves that attacked Selemena's temple because they have the same clothing that they had in the last season, and I think Drycy might be leading this elf attack. This part is a headcanon, but it makes sense if you think about it, because Drycy was released in the last season, and we did see her lead these elves in the attack in Mania's temple, and we know that she hates the Dark Moon Order, so it makes sense that she would be leading these elves in this attack, and I have reason to believe that Drycy might attack the now injured Luna in this fight, because of the huge rivalry that they had in the previous season, and I think Marcy saves Luna from Drycy, which should explain this clip shown in the trailer, where it looks like Luna is sort of thanking Marcy for something, so maybe Luna is thanking Marcy for saving her from Drycy while she was injured. This is a possibility because we know that Marcy protects her friends. But anyways, the fact that Luna survives this fight even after being badly injured would explain why later on in this trailer we see this clip of Luna fighting a bunch of Koryaltavi elves. This clip can be interpreted in two ways. The first way is that it's another fight that the Dark Moon Order have to fight through to get to Mirana's kingdom. I say this because this clip is in daytime and Luna seems fully recovered. But the second possibility is more interesting. And the second possibility is that this clip is a flashback of Luna telling the story about how she and Drycy became enemies after being friends, because in the first season we did find out that Drycy and Luna used to be friends and they became rivals after Luna supposedly betrayed them, because Drycy does call Luna a traitor.
You called yourself a mercenary, but you were a murderer. A traitor.
And since this clip shows Luna killing Koryaltavi elves, it is very plausible that this is actually a flashback of Luna remembering how she betrayed Drycy and the Koryaltavi all those years ago. So if this is the case, I guess we'll get to see what really happened between Drycy and Luna to become bitter enemies. And apparently it has something to do with a place called the Helio Imperium.
We died for you, and you turned your back on us. Sold us out to the Helio Imperium.
And I will talk about this place called the Helio Imperium in the next video. So go check out that video next to find out what the Helio Imperium is. But anyways, that's it for this video guys. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this. And also guys, let me know what you guys think about the things that I talked about in this video in the comment section down below, because I would love to know what you guys think about all this. And don't forget to check out the other parts of this trailer analysis videos if you guys haven't checked them out yet. And the links for all of those videos are in the description box below, so you guys can check them out if you like. But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.